Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you guys for tuning in to another show today. I'm going to do a quick intro for you and give you a prep on what you're going to hear. You're going to hear us discuss today John Deere Financial and what all that encompasses. I appreciate you guys tuning in, supporting us over the last couple weeks and months here as we've started our campaign with John Deere, bringing you guys some really good information about them that you may not have known. As we have grown our business up to where it is now, they've been a huge supporter of us and really helped us get to where we are. And they're going to be an integral piece of us moving forward, especially JDF. JDF is what got me into business, literally got me the mowers that I needed when I didn't have any other money, any other means to do it. They helped me out, and they continue to support me. They're very lenient. They give you, if you have skips or you need to save cash in the winter, like they are here for the contract, and they're here to see you grow. And it's very encouraging to have that in our company. You're going to get to hear Cameron talk about today just the things that you can actually take away and see in your business if you actually do apply these services to you. It is not something that I believe to take lightly, the financial side of the business, especially when it comes to equipment. Equipment is expensive. You need to finance it the correct way. You need to do it with good terms. There's a lot of equipment financing companies that will take you for everything that you got, and you'll pay two times what a machine is worth. Because you don't know what interest rates you're getting. They're going to tell you it's this much for this long, but you're really paying 12% interest on a piece of metal that is depreciating. And so you want to be careful about that. John Deere's not here to do that to you. They actually have a lot of 0% interest financing. Their leases are very, very competitive. We lease all of our stuff now. All of our mowers are leased for 3 years. Our John Deere skid steer is leased for 2 years, I believe. And we're going to use it. We're going to use this for the rest of our foreseeable future. You're going to continue to see some things roll out here on YouTube. You're going to see a walkthrough of our quick track setup here locally in our business. And then you're going to see a skid steer review as well. And then us out in the field actually using some of these pieces. So I'm excited to bring that stuff to you. We could not do without your support. Without you listening to the show, these things wouldn't happen. These partners wouldn't want to come on and actually share their products to you. And so if you receive value from this, if you take anything away from it, when you reach out to John Deere, if you ever work it with them, tell them you heard about us, you heard about them here on the show, on the Growing Green podcast. Mention our name, and it just helps us out. It helps us when they look at analytics and they say, you know what, we spent some money here. Did we get a good return on it? Because business is business, and they want to have an ROI on their investment, and we can't do that without you. So that is what I want to make sure that we do talk about. You know, you talk about affiliate codes and this, that, and the other, and you know, we get kickbacks from LMN, yes, and yes. But when you guys talk about it and share it, like it's a big circle that just keeps on giving, right? You help us grow. You help us by supporting us on our platform here. You help us put a little income in our pockets and pay the bills to keep the lights on for the podcast, the editing, and those things, the publishing. It does cost money to do, costs a lot of time. And by you using affiliate codes and referral codes and things, we do make some money on that. These partners want to pay to promote their products, and then you, in turn, get good information from it. So I want to make sure that we're trying to bring you the best that we can. Never pitchy, never salesy, just, hey, I want to add value here, and I want to talk about things that we truly believe in and actually back here in our business, Growing Green Landscapes. So tune in here from the Equip Expo 2025 inside the John Deere booth. What an amazing experience we had this year at the show. Getting to see all of you guys, getting to talk to so many great people, friends, partners, everything in the business, and just personal friendships and relationships as well. Thanks to Cameron for coming on and sharing about JDF. He told you just about everything you need to know, but I promise you there's probably more that he could unpack that we didn't even get into today. But if you got questions, reach out. You can go over to Deere.com and hop over to the Finance tab there. It'll take you down to applications and things. You can ask questions there. Or you can go straight to the link in the show notes today and that will take you there as well. So thanks, guys, for listening to my little intro here. Let's dive into the show with Cameron. We have Cameron Stoll here with us, and Cameron is a familiar name if you know anything about JDF. Cameron's your guy. He's going to hook us up today. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about what financing options JDF has for you. Cameron, how are you, buddy?
Doing well, man. How are you?
Good. Excited to have you on the show. Thanks for spending some time with us. We got the honor of doing a great little piece this morning for about an hour, just talking through kind of how our business is growing with Deere. As a part of this longer series that we're doing, we're going to rope some of that content in. I had a couple people come up to us afterwards to Stephanie, and they were like, "Hey, do you have the recording to that? I want to take that back to my dealer because they wanted them to show to have it." And I was like, "Well, that's cool. At least so we got something good out of it, hopefully."
Yeah. No, I think we had an awesome conversation, and it was one of those things where we had an idea of what we were going to talk about, but then some of it just kind of came up sporadically.
Yeah, good questions from the audience.
Yeah,
so
really good engagement.
That makes it a lot better, but. Man, I'm excited to get into it. Guys, most of you that are watching, listening, you know my story. Maybe you don't. I was 17, 18 years old, starting my company. I had no credit, no money, no nothing, right? And JDF took a chance on me and helped start Growing Green Landscapes as you know it today. And so that's what I want to kind of get into today with the captive financing that JDF has to offer and what that looks like. How can guys get out there that are starting their companies, right? Maybe they're restructuring. Maybe they actually did go out and go other mowers, get other brands, get other bank loans, but now they're like, we need to switch this up. This isn't working. What are some options for them? All the stuff that goes with it. So give me your story of Cameron, right, how you even got in with Deere and your history with Deere, but then we'll transition over into a little bit of that JDF and how that can kind of grow with your business.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've been with Deere 13 and a half years now. It's weird to say out loud. So grew up kind of in the Quad Cities right in Deere's backyard. Went to school at Iowa. Took another job out of there, and then had some buddies that worked at Deere. They're like, "Hey, why don't you come over here and take a look?" Got on with JDF. Was there for 7-ish years, and then took a job over at the equipment division that took me down to the Kansas City area. Came back over to JDF. I've been back over there for about 6-7 years now.
Yeah.
And really just kind of a passion for using have a finance background. So how do we use that to kind of help people like your story, right? Like how do we get in and help people grow and help people reach their goals and what they're trying to do to help build their businesses?
Yeah, that's amazing. What's family? What's personal life look like for you?
So I have
as much as you want to share.
Yeah, no, I have a 7-month-old little boy at home. So
yeah, that's awesome.
He's doing good. So left him for a couple days, but he's doing all right.
First time leaving? Have you gone to shows?
I've been out a couple times.
Okay.
So he does all right without me. But it'll be good to see him when we get home.
It gets worse before it gets better on that front because our son Jack, he's 3, and he's getting to the point where like he notices we're gone, and like last night he was bawling. He wanted me to come home, so he's like, "I need my daddy," and it just like breaks your heart and melts. Like I'm getting on a flight coming home now.
I got told today that he hasn't stopped saying "dad." I'm like, he wasn't saying it before I left, so I think I'm being manipulated a little bit to take an earlier flight and come home.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that, man. That's what it's about. Having kids is great. It's so like it's physically and mentally taxing and draining, but it's so fun, so rewarding.
Yeah, they can drive you nuts, and then they kind of look at you and smile, and you're like, all right,
it's all worth it. It's all worth it.
Yeah.
So sounds like they may have found a winner down there.
All right.
Doing some giveaways, it sounds like. But let's dive into JDF a little bit. So, like I said, I had no credit, no history when I got started. And, you were speaking earlier, and we've talked about before, like, you offer that captive finance, right? You're different than other banks. So walk us through, like, somebody who's kind of starting out their business, they don't know which way to go. They don't know if they want to go Synchrony or Sheffield or, go find a bank loan somewhere else, local bank. What can JDF do for these companies and guys that are trying to grow their businesses?
Yeah, so the easiest way to look at it is we are the only company in the world that wakes up every day and our sole job is to sell green equipment. Right?
Yeah.
So we're not out writing mortgages. We're not opening savings accounts. The only thing that we do every day is servicing the sale of John Deere equipment. So what that means for people in this industry, or whether it's large ag or whether it's personal use customers, is that we have a vested interest in helping you achieve your goals of owning equipment. So whether that is you're a huge operator and you need a line of credit, we can help you with that. If you're just getting started, we need to look at some different options of, hey, what does getting to yes look like, right? And maybe it's not a traditional looking credit approval. We have to look at something like a co-applicant. We have to look at some other credit enhancements. But what are things that we can do to help you get into that piece? Because then once you get in there, you start establishing your history with John Deere Financial, and then we weigh that very heavily, right? As long as our relationship has been great and pay history has been good, we can keep kind of supporting, and then as you grow, and then as you do have kind of, as you said, then you have 2 years of tax returns.
Yeah.
Then we can start to grow more, and we can help you scale your business that way.
Yeah.
So, it really is the big difference is our focus on selling green equipment and helping achieve those goals, and really that's just what we're here to do.
I'm kind of speaking out of text here a little bit, and you may be like, no, that's not true at all, but am I wrong in the fact that, like, since you do it in-house with John Deere, it's not hard credit pulls, or it doesn't show up as, like, debt for when people pull your credit if you do it through JDF?
Yeah, so it still looks like a credit pull.
It does?
Yeah,
but it doesn't. But does it show up as debt service if you pull your credit?
Currently, right now, it doesn't.
It does. Does not.
No. So currently, right now, if you have a credit report with lines through Deere, you don't see that. On
Correct.
The credit
Yeah.
report.
Yeah. That's like, there's stuff to that. There's some benefit to that.
There's pros and cons.
And
to
cons.
that, right? If you're looking to build credit outside of it and you don't have it on there, it could be seen as a detriment.
But if you're trying to grow your business and you have lots of equipment that you have all, like, you have certain debt service on, like, and you need banking, you need loans from outside of here, and they don't see the $200,000 you have in skid steers and mowers, right? It could be a good thing,
Yeah, it depends on how much you're sharing with your lender.
Exactly,
right?
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
that's awesome. No, that's good. You got something?
No, go ahead.
Okay. I want to. So we talk financing, right? I financed my first few mowers, right? We got to the point where, as we grow the company, we realized, hey, downtime doesn't work for us. I don't want machines out of warranty. So at that 2-year mark, 1,000 hour, I can't remember the exact warranty. Do you know that off the top of your head?
I don't.
I think it's 3-year, 1,200 hour.
Sounds right.
I think.
Yep.
We got to that point, and I was like, well, we're running out of warranty. I'm not going to keep doing this, right? I'm not going to have stuff start breaking. Because you look, at 1,200, 1,500 hours, stuff's going to start breaking,
right?
Eventually, right? Stuff's going to happen. I was like, I'm not paying for these repairs. So for me, I just want to end up going and trading in new stuff. So I would go and trade in my equipment, and I ended up like we were having to go get what they wanted to give me for a trade, and I was like, that's not worth it, Then you're stuck with a mower that's depreciating, and it's like it's not. I'm having to pay for repairs. It's not really moving that much. It costs downtime, all these things, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to look at leasing, right?
Yep.
And I wasn't very familiar with leasing. I didn't really know much about it. This was actually the first lease that I ever done was with Deere. And that's a really cool option that guys have. Like, walk me through the leasing program and what that actually looks like.
Yeah, so it is a huge advantage that we have to be able to offer a leasing product through our in-house financing, right? Is that, we kind of talk about the full circle of us being a captive finance company, but the way our lease product works is, so we set the residual value based on the term and the hours that you want to work. So that's the amount that we're saying that the equipment's going to be worth at the end of the lease. So you would come in and let's say you want to run a 3-year, 800-hour lease. So we're going to depreciate between the sale price and what that stated value is, and that's going to be where your payment is. So that's where you're saving money on your payments, where we're not taking that down to zero like we would on a regular installment note, right? So then you run your equipment as normal. It's all under warranty. And then at the end of that, you go back to your dealer, and you could love the machine and say, I want to stay in it. I want to buy it for that stated purchase option. Or you could say, I'm done with it. I'm ready for a new one. We roll you into a new lease, and you're out the door with new equipment that's under warranty.
How much easier does it get?
Right. It's,
I don't know how much easier it gets.
Yeah, it's a really slick product. It's a really good way to help make sure that you're running the newest equipment. And like you said, downtime is
bad time.
Right.
Bad time. Right. And this also, like, you set that residual value, it's set from day one, right? As long as you stay in the parameters, you stay in the hour meters and stuff, you don't destroy the machine.
Yeah, and that's another huge thing about us as a captive finance company and knowing the Deere product is that we know this business, right? Is that you may work with another lender that's not as familiar with commercial mowing equipment, and their parameters around what a damaged unit looks like are going to be way different than ours, because we know what to expect this equipment to look like when it comes back. We know how a commercial mower is going to operate it. So we don't expect it to come back shiny, completely, dent-free and scratch-free. That's all kind of priced into it. Now, if you ramp it off a curb and snap a mower deck off of it, it's probably going to look a little different. But, that's all stuff that we factor into our process to make sure that it's easy as possible for operators.
Yeah, I love it, man. That's so cool. I think that as we continue to grow, we're going to continue the leasing model, right? But you also, with the JDF, you also get to open up a revolving account, right, with Inside John Deere Financial. And that goes more towards, like, cash flow, like managing parts purchases, things like that. So walk me through a little bit of that, and I know, guys, I'm like, walk me through a little bit of this. Walk me through. It's like, this is all real stuff, though. These are literally options inside of Deere that, like, you're not going to go and outsource this in 7 different places. This is literally one place, one company, right? This is all in-house.
And all stuff that you can go into your John Deere dealer and do today.
Yeah.
Right? So the revolving plan works more like a traditional credit card. So you don't have a physical card that we would give you, but you have an account number.
Yep.
And that's where you can go in and put all of your parts and service on there. So a lot of times there's going to be promotional offers that are going to be able to do kind of a no payments, no interest type situation where you want to load up on all your wear parts at the start of the season.
Yep.
Get all that ready to go. You can have that with a no payments, no interest window, and then have that kind of stretched out into, where you're starting your cash flow a little bit. But everything that we're talking about here today, it all leads to cash flow.
Yeah.
Right? Is how do we help you manage and maintain that a little better? I'm sure we'll talk about seasonal and skip pays a little bit.
That's where I was going next.
Yeah.
Telling you, these John Deere guys just have good transitions. Chase yesterday was just transition like boom, boom, boom. He beat me to it. So
I'm not trying to jump you there.
Walk us through it. Walk us through the skips and pays too.
Yeah. So seasonal and skip pays is just another way that we show that we kind of understand this business. So we would allow, so if you came in and said, I'm on monthly pays, but I'm heavy on expenses in the spring and I would rather make more equipment payments in the fall when, I don't have fuel costs, I don't have as much labor cost, or vice versa, right? I have heavy cash flow in the spring, I want to go ahead and pay my equipment off.
Yep.
I don't have as many jobs in the fall, I don't want as large of a payment because I don't have the cash flow coming in. Those are all things that we can work on. We can take it, where you're just making a little different size payment. We can take it down to a certain point where if you didn't want a payment, we can increase payments in other parts of the year. But all things that are available through your dealer today when you're setting up your loan or lease to talk about to help with cash flow.
That's amazing, man. Like, these are such good options to be able to do this. And, paired with, can you speak on or speak much to the parts cabinet? Like, are you familiar with that at all?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah, so that was, one of the things that we talked about, with the revolving plan.
Yeah.
You do that in combination with the parts cabinet, and you load up all of your wear parts.
Explain that. Explain the parts cabinet.
Yeah, so the parts cabinet, parts on site, is through your dealer where you have a dedicated cabinet. You can have it out kind of at your location. It can be at your dealership, I believe, as well. But it's all loaded up with your...
Stay stocked.
Yeah.
Your dealer keeps it stocked for you.
Yep, absolutely. And you can use the revolving plan to pay for those. And then, so let's say we stocked it up at the beginning of the year. We put that on revolving plan. There's a handful of it that we didn't use. That can go back.
Yeah.
That's credited back to you. But you had every part, whenever you needed it, ready to go.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. And I think you do... There's a little bit of catch with that. You have to buy the cabinet, I believe,
Yep.
and a few things there. But... It's such a cool option. Like, guys, downtime, unbillable time. We talk unbillable time all the time. Driving to a dealer, unbillable time. Right?
Yep.
I'm not billing anybody for that. If I can, you're telling me I can pay. You don't. Bold statement. You buy the cabinet. I don't think you have to pay anything extra. I think the dealer just brings it.
I believe that's correct.
I don't think you have to pay anything extra. I think you literally buy the parts and they bring. It's like it's a service for you. Once you have the cabinet purchased, and so that's such a cool thing. It's such a cool opportunity to eliminate downtime. What's up? How's it going? And I'm like, how do you decrease unbillable time?
Yep.
Step one.
Yep.
Step one. Don't put guys in a truck and go all the way to a dealer, right? And
Right.
sit there for 30 minutes.
Right. Because your next job may be completely on the other side of where you're going to your
Yep.
John Deere dealer. So we're trying to eliminate that. Again, uptime is good time, downtime is bad time, right?
That's right. That's how it goes. So, well, guys, thank you for tuning in to the show. Cameron, thank you for spending some time with us.
Thank you, man. Thank you for coming out and supporting the booth, and it's been great working with you here.
Yeah.
And, we've done a couple things before this, and
Yeah.
it's always a great time talking to you.
It is. I'm truly grateful to be able to get you on here and have some time with you. I know you're flying out here tonight, right?
Yep.
Getting home to the fam.
Yep. Got to go see the little ones.
I love it. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this show. Paired with Amanda from Op Center. really two cool products from John Deere that you may not even know would have existed. They're here, right? You have the option with JDF. You have the option with these parts counters and parts cabinets and things. And so OpCenter is free. In our thing this morning, the dude was like, "How much is this?" I was like, "It's free." Like, and it had like 40 trucks or 40 mowers.
Yeah. And what was it? Yeah,
$20 a month.
Yeah.
I was like, "Dude, you would be broke."
Yeah. He was making an equipment payment for software.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yep. I was like, "It's free. Come on over." Yep. So, guys, appreciate it. Thank you for watching. If you're watching here on YouTube, again, this is a part of a longer series you need to stay tuned for. We're going to talk through so much more with John Deere, how our company's growing, how we're using it. We're going to see some stuff here at the show. We're going to see some stuff at home in the field, how we're actually utilizing it in our company to help us grow. But, Cameron, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thanks, you.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. If we can ever help you, please reach out and let us know. Cameron, you on LinkedIn or anything?
Yes. Yep.
Cameron Stoll on LinkedIn?
Yep.
Go check him out and follow him there. Ask any questions. He's always an open book. Go to where would you go for JDF?
Just through Deere.com.
Deere.com?
So, yeah. So that's another thing, a late plug. If you go to Deere.com, go to any equipment that you're looking for.
Yeah.
You can apply for financing directly on Deere.com.
Yeah.
So,
how much easier does it get?
yep. So you can know your approval status before you go into the dealer. The dealer gets the lead. One less step.
There you go, guys. I love it. Thank you for tuning in. If we can ever help you, please reach out and let us know. Without any further ado, guys, let's wrap this one up. And we look forward to catching everybody here on the next one. See you guys.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.